Mr. Potato is hiding something dark, and there are so many conspiracy theories about him that we had to investigate. He might secretly be Daddy Pig. He could be related to a famous Toy Story character. He's the only one in Peppa Pig's world with actual superpowers. He's married to a carrot and promotes eating vegetables while being a vegetable himself. And here's the wildest theory. What if the potato suit is fake and there's someone else underneath? Today, we're uncovering every unexplained mystery about the strangest character in Peppa Pig. This is Mr. Potato, and nothing about him makes sense. Okay, let's address the elephant in the room. Or should we say the potato? Why is there a walking, talking potato in Peppa Pig? Every other character is an animal. Pigs, rabbits, sheep, elephants, you know, things that make sense. But then there's just a potato, a giant French potato hosting TV shows and judging competitions. And we're all supposed to just accept that. Except it's not normal, because Mr. Potato doesn't make sense at all. He's the only vegetable character who's treated like a real celebrity. Sure, there are other anthropomorphic vegetables like Mrs. Carrot and Sweet Cranberry, but they only exist in Mr. Potato's orbit. They're not out here hosting events and shaking hands with world leaders, or whatever Mr. Potato does in his spare time. So here's the theory. What if Mr. Potato isn't actually a potato? What if the whole thing is fake? What if it's just a costume, a giant potato suit, and there's someone else underneath pulling the strings? Because honestly, that would make way more sense than a sentient vegetable being the most famous person in Peppa Pig's world. And if it is a costume, the big question is, who's inside? Let's talk about the most popular theory, Daddy Pig. Now hear us out, because the evidence is kind of ridiculous. In the episode Lost Keys, Daddy Pig has a Mr. Potato keychain hanging on his keys. Not Peppa, not George, not Mummy Pig, Mr. Potato. Why? Why does Daddy Pig specifically carry around a tiny version of Mr. Potato everywhere he goes? Is it admiration, or is it a reminder? Then there's the voice actor situation. John Sparks voices both Daddy Pig and Mr. Potato, the same guy, playing two characters who are never really in the same place at the same time. Coincidence? Maybe. Or maybe it's because they're the same person. And speaking of being in the same place, Daddy Pig's job is incredibly vague. He works with concrete, apparently, but we almost never see him actually at work. Meanwhile, Mr. Potato is everywhere, opening sports centers, judging muddy puddle competitions, appearing on TV. It's like Daddy Pig's job is just code for being Mr. Potato. Oh, and let's not forget, Mr. Potato is massive, like 23 feet tall. The ground literally shakes when he walks. You know who else is notably large in Peppa Pig? Daddy Pig. What if he's inside that potato suit and that's why Mr. Potato is so ridiculously huge? Now, we know what you're thinking. Haven't they been spotted together? Maybe. There are moments where it seems like they're in proximity, but here's the thing, we never see them actually interact. It's always just convenient camera angles. Suspicious, right? But let's say Daddy Pig isn't Mr. Potato. Fine. That doesn't mean the potato suit theory is off the table. Because if Mr. Potato is a costume, that opens up a whole other can of worms. Or should I say bag of potatoes? What if Mr. Potato is a spy? Think about it. He has access to everything. Grand openings, sporting events, TV studios, playgroups. He's always there, always watching. A giant potato walking around gathering intel? Genius. Who would ever suspect a vegetable? And that French accent.
I'm going to show you a movie called Super Potato.
Perfect cover. Oh, I'm just a friendly potato from France, here to promote healthy eating. Meanwhile, he's cataloging state secrets or whatever happens in Peppa Pig's universe. So here's where we're at. Mr. Potato doesn't make sense as an actual potato. The size, the influence, the access, it's all too convenient. Either he's a costume with someone inside, or there's something way stranger going on that we haven't even figured out yet. Is Daddy Pig Mr. Potato? Comment hashtag Daddy Potato if you think it's him, or hashtag Spy Potato if you think it's someone else entirely. One thing's for sure, Mr. Potato isn't what he seems, and honestly, that's terrifying. Now let's talk about something that's been staring us in the face this whole time. Mr. Potato looks suspiciously like he belongs in Toy Story. And we're not just talking about vibes here. Look at his hat. It's brown. It's got that cowboy shape. It's similar to Woody's hat, close enough that you have to wonder if someone on the Peppa Pig team was feeling nostalgic. But here's where it gets really weird. Toy Story has a character named Mr. Potato Head, you know, the famous plastic potato with the detachable parts. And now Peppa Pig has a character called Mr. Potato. Coincidence? Maybe, or maybe not. Because here's the thing, in the episode Digger World, there are Mr. Potato toys sitting inside a claw machine. And if you know Toy Story, you know exactly how significant that is. The claw machine is one of the most iconic scenes in the original Toy Story. Buzz and Woody get trapped inside the claw machine at Pizza Planet, where they meet the aliens who worship the claw like it's some kind of deity. It's the scene where Sid, Andy's sadistic neighbor, uses the claw to grab Buzz and Woody, yelling double prizes as he pulls them both out. And now, in Peppa Pig, Mr. Potato, a living, breathing potato, has toys of himself sitting in a claw machine. The exact same setup. Toy Story asks, what if toys were alive? But what if Peppa Pig is asking the opposite? What if Mr. Potato is fake, and the toy versions are the real ones? And here's the real kicker. Hasbro owns the Mr. Potato Head toy from Toy Story, and Hasbro also acquired Entertainment One, the company that owns Peppa Pig, which means this isn't just a fun little Easter egg, it's corporate synergy. It's deliberate. But why? Is it an Easter egg for parents watching with their kids? A cheeky nod to Toy Story? Or is it something more, like a test to see if anyone would actually notice? Either Mr. Potato is a deliberate Toy Story crossover that nobody wants to talk about, or someone at Peppa Pig is just messing with us. And honestly, we're not sure which option is more unsettling. Alright, here's something nobody seems to talk about. Super Potato can fly. And we don't mean metaphorically, he has actual superpowers. Super strength, flight, the whole package. Which is bizarre, because literally no other character in Peppa Pig has supernatural abilities. The animals talk and walk upright, sure, but they don't have magic. They can't fly. They can't lift cars or punch through walls. Except for one potato. A flying potato just exists in this universe, and nobody questions it. The kids aren't surprised, the adults act like it's completely normal. Super Potato shows up, saves the day, and everyone's just like, oh cool, the flying vegetable is here. Now, here's where it gets complicated. According to the official Peppa Pig website, Mr. Potato and Super Potato are different people. They've been seen together. In the episode Super Potato actually rescues Mr. Potato when he gets stuck in his car. So they're not the same person. Case closed, right? Not so fast. Because there's a Reddit theory that's honestly kind of brilliant. Someone pointed out that Superman once dressed up as Batman and saved Bruce Wayne in the comics, just to maintain Bruce's secret identity. What if Super Potato is doing the same thing? What if the rescue was staged? What if Mr. Potato and Super Potato are the same person and the whole thing is an elaborate cover? Think about it. Mr. Potato wears a suit and hat. Super Potato wears a cape, mask, and pants. Classic Clark Kent situation. They're never in the same place doing the same thing. One's a celebrity, one's a superhero. It's almost too perfect. But let's say they really are different people. That somehow makes it weirder. Because if they're two separate sentient potatoes, that means there's an entire potato species we don't know about. And why are only potatoes the ones with superpowers? Why not a super carrot, a super broccoli? The Peppa Pig wiki page claims they're relatives, but that's not confirmed. So we don't actually know how they're connected. Brothers, cousins, same person? Either way, the question remains, why does a potato have superpowers? And why is nobody asking that question? Now let's talk about something genuinely disturbing. Mr. Potato is married to a carrot. According to the Peppa Pig wiki page, his wife is Mrs. Carrot, and the official Peppa Pig website says his wife and children are vegetables, but not potatoes. So Mr. Potato married a different species of vegetable, cross-species vegetable marriage, and apparently they have children together, though we're not entirely sure who those children are or how that even works biologically. But honestly, the marriage is the least weird part of this, because Mr. Potato's whole brand is promoting healthy eating. In the episode Mr. Potato Comes to Town, he literally tells the children,
We must all exercise and eat fruit and vegetables.
His entire persona is built around encouraging kids to eat their greens. And he's a vegetable. His wife is a vegetable, his children are vegetables, and he's out here telling kids to eat vegetables. That's not health advocacy, that's cannibalism. If his wife really is Mrs. Carrot, that means Mr. Potato is actively promoting eating carrots. Because when asked which vegetables to eat, he lists
apples, oranges, carrots, tomatoes.
So he's standing there, married to a carrot, watching children consume his wife's species, and he's encouraging it. And we see characters throughout the show eating carrots. That's dark, but it gets darker, because then there's Hash Brown. Hash Brown is officially described as the result of a potato. According to Miss Rabbit, who is a fan, he's her
favorite potato starch-based movie star.
Which means a potato was processed, cooked, fried, turned into a hash brown, and somehow he's alive. And not just alive, he's a Hollywood star. Now the question is, whose potato was he? Hash Brown appears in Super Potato's movies, and Super Potato seems to be a little jealous of how much attention Hash Brown gets. Which is weird, right? Why would Super Potato be jealous of a Hash Brown? Maybe he's Mr. Potatoes. We don't know, but either way, the implication is horrifying. A living potato was turned into a cooked hash brown, and instead of being dead, he's just famous now. Did someone cook Mr. Potato's child? Did Mr. Potato knowingly allow his offspring to be processed into a breakfast food? And if so, how is he okay with this? None of this is normal, none of this makes sense, and yet nobody in Peppa Pig's world seems to care. So there you have it. Mr. Potato is the biggest, weirdest, unsolved mystery in Peppa Pig. He doesn't make sense, he breaks every rule, and nobody, absolutely nobody seems to care. So if you've got a theory on Mr. Potato, drop it in the comments. And if you happen to know why a giant French potato is famous for literally no reason, please, for the love of vegetables, tell us, because we're losing sleep over this. And honestly, a potato shouldn't be this complicated. Thanks for watching, and remember, eat your vegetables. Unless they're sentient, then maybe don't.